welcome to Chris's Bread. Today I'm going to show how to make pumpkin pie. It is very simple recipe. You may choose canned pumpkin puree or homemade pumpkin puree. For the pie crust you can choose butter or shortening or mixed, whatever you like. Let's get to it.
To make a pie crust, put flour and salt together and mix it really well. And you can use shortening or butter or mixture. For shortening, it's going to be nice and flaky and keeps its shape very well. I used the butter. For the downside of the butter, it was just sinking a little bit. You may notice at the end of the video, if you look at the pie, the crust was sinking a little bit. And using a pie crust mixer, or if you don't have it, you can use fork. Mix it really well until the butter it's like a pea size. Then add cold water and mix it really well until it comes down all together. If not coming all together, you can add 1 teaspoon of water at a time. Once it all comes together, put it in a plastic wrap and put them all together, push it down, and then make like a disc shape and keep it in the fridge so it's gonna cool down and come a little firm. It's easy to roll. Meantime, we're gonna mix pie filling. Start with the egg. If you have a hand mixer, then you can use a hand mixer to flop it up the egg. If not, you can use a whisk and then mix it really well. Then add sugar, then add other ingredients, spices, and mix it really well until sugar dissolve. And then add pumpkin puree, then condensed milk. It's not sweetened milk, it's a condensed milk. And mix it really well and put it aside. And now we're gonna roll the pie crust, and there's a fabric to roll the pie crust. If you don't have this one, you can use flat surface. Make sure sprinkle tons of flour so it's not gonna stick to the bottom. And you can come down, see the pea size butter, close look, and put flour, sprinkle flour on the dough, and then roll it nice and even size, and measure the size of the round as you put a pie pan and see if it's like 2 or 3 inches from the top rim bigger. And two ways you can put the crust on the pan. You can fold it in a fork, or you can roll it on a pin and put it on the pie pan. Then gently press it down and trace the pie pan shape. Make sure not to tear the pie crust. In some areas maybe it's long, some areas you may come short, then you can use a scissor to cut some and then patch the other, and fold the rim nice and softly. Now we're going to shape the rim using our fingers, so it's a knuckle and finger and kind of angled shape. You pinch it and keep going. And if your hand finger gets sticky to the dough, then you can dip it in the flour and then keep tracing, kind of angled shape. And I'm going to show you how it's going to look like when it's done. It looks like this. And to prevent the pie crust from popping, we're going to use weight. I'm using a black bean and foil on the top of the foil. And to prevent the rim to burn, use aluminum foil to cover it up, and that way you can put it in the oven and cook it. And we're gonna cook the pie crust halfway, and then we're gonna put the filling. You can see the pie crust is sinking a little bit. So put the filling, make sure put it in an oven rack is safer. Otherwise, if you take it out, it's going to be hard to put it back in because it's kind of liquidy. And to prevent the rim from burning, you wrap it with the foil again and bake it in the oven. So check the doneness. You put a toothstick or toothpick or knife to insert it in the center, and if it comes out clean, so that means it's done. And now you know how to make pumpkin pie. So enjoy your pumpkin pie.